to see something very important about solid waste management. This is the talk of the town. Everybody is talking about it. Many corporates are working on it. The government is also seriously working on it. But nowhere we are able to reach it. The waste management seems to be a huge problem. So I thought it is the right time to learn something about, the different ways of what is solid waste management and how we can, at home, we can do it. Okay, so first let's know what is waste. Waste is anything that is worthless, defective, and it is completely useless for everyone. That is very important. Only then we can call it as a waste. For everyone. Today for me, it can be a waste. For example, I'm using this pen and the ink is over. Now it is a waste for me. But still, this is not a waste because this plastic can be recycled and it can be used to made into different products. So it is not a waste. So something that is waste for me need not be a waste for others. So only when anything that is waste for everyone, then only we call it as a waste. In that case, we can say in the whole world, even nothing is a waste. If take your hair, which is really very insignificant part, okay, even if you comb your hair and we think that that is real waste, but still, is hair a waste? There are people where they buy the hair from the salons and they make artificial hair which will be used for the cancer patients because they lose their hair during chemotherapy, or they use it for the decorative purpose or for the drama, dance programs or whatever it is. So hair is still useful. So whatever we think is waste is not a waste. So that realization should come to us. Okay. So waste is so a person who doesn't know the value, only then it is a waste. If you know the value of it, you will not waste it. Okay. So if this pen, I know that it is a waste one, but I know that it has got a value for somebody else. So I should be a little conscious about it. And I have to keep it separately and I have to give it to the people concerned so that it becomes a value for him. If I am doing that, I am a socially responsible person. Otherwise, I am a completely socially irresponsible person. Because what do I do with this? I use it and the use is over and I throw it in the dustbin. It becomes a waste. I am making it as a waste. Nowadays, a lot of people are making a lot of things as waste. They buy many things. The purchasing power has increased a lot. Not like the previous days. We used to reuse things. But now the concept of hygiene and cleanliness and something else is coming. Okay, thanks to Corona, whatever it is. We all have decided that use and throw is the best thing. And there are companies to manufacture things like that. Okay, so use and throw is fine. Okay, use and throw in the sense like, hygiene is important, cleanliness is important. So therefore we have to take care. And that's the reason why we are having this concept. But we should know that the paper glasses that we are using, once we drink it and then we throw it along with the other waste, then it becomes a waste. It gets piled up like anything. And then we cannot take it out separately and then send it for recycling. But if it is kept separately, we can send it for recycling. It is not a waste anymore. So therefore, we should not use and throw. You have to use and throw or segregate. The terminology matters. We should have change in the terminology. Use and throw should go and we have to say use and segregate. You use it for your use, but segregate it and keep it separately and give it to the right person so that it still doesn't become a waste. So otherwise, we are all using and throwing everything and we are making the world a dustbin only. We can see piles of garbage, we can see piles of waste dumped everywhere, and that's called landfills. Okay, in our houses we put everything in the dustbin and then we tie it up and then we throw it somewhere. We can see that it is tied so properly that not even a single dust should fall in our house, but we just put it outside, and that too it will be thrown and it will not fall inside the corporation provided dustbin. It will fall outside and it will just burst up like that, and the cows and the dogs will come and mess it up all over. This is a common sight that we see in India. It's very pathetic to see, and a lot of germs and flies and everything will come in over there. The animals will eat all the plastics that is there inside, and such animals are the ones that are also consumed by the people, and a lot of health issues are coming in. Okay, and one fine day we still grumble. Why is it that the corporation people are not cleaning it up and all those things? But we are the ones who put the waste there. And then when they come and clean it up and go, they will put some white powder here and there to make it look clean because it will be stinking that much. And then once they take it everywhere, now we have to think, where do they take it? For today that place is clean, but where do they take all this waste? They are taking it and dumping it in some other place. That is a bigger landfill. So that we find it in few places. Nowadays it is increasing. When you go by the electric train, we can find actually some places are really smelling a lot. Such places are the places where the landfills are there. The waste from all the households and all the companies and all the hospitals or wherever it is, medical waste, dry waste, wet waste and all kind of waste all mixed together and kept in and put in the landfill. Now what will we do with the landfill? Now it is growing. When it rains, all the things will just come down and it will get mixed with the drainage, with the rainwater. And it will go and go to the lakes and rivers and everything. No wonder we had one of the main problem for Chennai flood was that the blockage of drainage. Now these things got blocked in the drainage. So whatever our action, as we saw, so we reap, we are having a lot of problems because of the improper waste management practices that we are following. Let's not blame anyone. Let's take up the responsibility. We are following it like that only. So therefore the landfills and the health problems are increasing. We can also find that the slum people, they develop because it is their livelihood. They put their hands inside and take out the valuable things outside. But it will be messed with dirt. Okay? And I don't think that they can afford to buy a gloves or everything to take out the things. They will use their bare hands to take out the plastics or bottles or whatever it is. And they will go and give it to they may clean it or they go and give it to the concerned people who may recycle it. But what is happening to these slum dwellers? They get a lot of infections and malnutrition and whatnot. A lot of high risk problems are coming up in these slum people, but they are not bothered about it because it is their livelihood. So wherever there is a landfill, we can also see a group of people settling over there because that is their livelihood. So therefore, actually this very irresponsible behavior is causing a lot of problems to the society, to the environment, to the health problems of the people, and it's coming back to us. We really do not know that. We think that keeping our house clean is the best thing, and that is called cleanliness. What about the society? We're not bothered about it. Okay, so it's high time that we have to really think about it and understand that waste for me is not a waste. It is a valuable thing for somebody else. So how will I help to reach this to them? So that is the only thing that we'll have to really think of. Okay, so there is a proverb which says waste is not a waste until we waste it. So let's not waste anything that we have used or are waste. So here we have to really understand that it's a huge problem and it is high time that we have to wake up. And it is a global problem. It is a global problem. The developed countries are actually packing all their landfills, that waste, everything neatly packed, and they are dumping it into the developing countries. And India is one such. Not only we are producing waste, the waste that is generated by the other countries are also dumped over here. Now what will happen? India is going to become a big dustbin on the whole. Is this called patriotism? It is not enough that we, salute the national flag and we tie the national flag and everything. We have to see how am I keeping my country clean and how am I taking care of my fellow beings. This is the most important thing. That's called social civic sense and social responsibility. So I would say that we should be part of the solution, but we are part of the problem. So it's high time that we'll have to be part of the solution. And the education system, the educators, the teachers, the students, the education system, it's from there it has to start. Who else will do that? If the schools and colleges are not thinking about this and they are the ones who are producing more waste, then I think it's high time they have to shut down their schools and colleges. Because if education is not helping or awakening or empowering them to keep the society, make the society a better place for the national development, then education is a mere waste. I would say that is the waste. That is the waste. Everything else is not a waste. So the education that is given to a student, if it is not helping the student to give it back to the society, then better not give it. Okay, so therefore it is the real waste and it is very useless and very shameful. So it's high time that we educators have to think about it, and that's the reason why we are coming up with this videos. Okay, so with the next video, let's see Now, we understood what is the problem now. Now let's see how can we be a part of the solution. Okay? And till then, the next video. Thank you. Bye.